So I sort of specialise in comfort food on here because I love being cosy and I love comfort food. But it can't all be sticky toffee puddings and sausage rolls. So today we're making my baked vegetables with feta and harissa seasoning. 1 red onion, finely sliced, and in the bowl, 1 Romano pepper. Just like that, like a little chilli. Roughly 200 grams of broccoli. I'm using tender stem, but other than that, I'm just washing it and adding it to the bowl. 1 sweet potato, peeled and sliced and added to the bowl. 2 plump garlic cloves, peeled, chopped and added to the bowl. It's looking pretty colourful in there. I have a bunch of coriander. Every part of it, stems as well, along with a large handful of walnuts. It works out to be about 75 grams. A teaspoon of sea salt and a long drizzle of olive oil. Blend this all together. You want it to look like a very coarse pesto. Get this into the bowl with all of the vegetables. Give it another drizzle in olive oil and get your hands in. And to make sure that it's all covered before we bake it. We want to sprinkle basically about a teaspoon's worth of ground coriander. And then you want the same amount of ground cumin. And then the same amount again of harissa seasoning. Now give this a really good stir. Line a baking tray with parchment. And then tip your enormously colourful bowl of vegetables onto the tray. But as if this isn't enough, we've still got 2 more superfoods to add. A tin of chickpeas, rinsed and drained. Sprinkle them over the vegetables. A tin of green lentils, rinsed and drained. Sprinkle those over the vegetables. Sprinkle with a little bit more salt, about half a teaspoon. And a whole heap of freshly ground black pepper. 1 last drizzle with a small amount of olive oil. And then pop this beauty into the oven at a temperature of about 160 degrees C. Once it's been in for 20 minutes, remove it and then sprinkle about 4 tablespoons of red wine vinegar over the top of the veg. It just gives a really delicious depth of flavour to them. We're going to sprinkle a 200 gram block of feta cheese over the top of the veg. So I've turned my oven up to 180 degrees C and this is now going back into the oven. This has been in the oven for a further 20 minutes. Oh, so good. Delicious baked broccoli. You can dive into this enormous bowl of vegetables and just eat them on their own. We had this last night for supper and I baked some salmon with it. But you could add chicken or tofu. This is wildly healthy comfort food and it has never tasted so good.